Somebody wanted to know what my little deal was for silicone tubes. I believe Mike Weimer sent me this. Valco, Cincinnati. To order, call 1-800-788-3865. That is a handy little tool. Okay, I've got one last fitting to put in, the discharge one, and we're good to go.
This is a bear to work on. Not so bad when you got the engine clear out and you put them on, but man, it sure does suck to do it with the engine in it. Anyway, I had to take this fitting out because this is the intake pipe off the manifold, so this air compressor is turbocharged. Anyway, it's quite the bear to get everything lined up. I had to turn that fitting just a little. I don't know if I can show you one of these donut little things. So they use these little rubber deals in the water line here and here, and then a great big one in the intake. And that intake pipe, just doesn't fit as well as I think it should. And they're always oily around them and stuff because they leak a little. Good thing I got a switchblade turbo. Make up for all that lost boost. And then you got fittings like this, and you gotta crank them around, and you really don't have enough room to do it. I need a crow's foot wrench for this operation. So use a combination of press wrench and I don't know if I can make it work. I don't want to do this and take it out.
Okay, I got Mr. Griff out here helping me. He's a big help. Yeah, shh, I'm trying to talk. You gotta wait your turn. Shh. So anyway, I want to talk to you about shrink and swell. In the dirt world, we talk about bank cubic yards and loose cubic yards. So bank yards are in-place compacted yards like what's in this belly pan. And loose yards are after you dig it and fluff it up. So I cleaned out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these little compartments, probably about 2.5 inches deep. How much dirt would you suppose that is? Would that fill a 55-gallon drum, 5-gallon pail, a gallon can? What do you think that would, once I dug it out of there, what do you think that would equal? Well, it equals 1 full 5-gallon bucket. So that's loose yards. So you can see how much it swells. So it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, probably 4 more buckets. 5-gallon buckets to dirt to get rid of. And if I could get Griffey up in there to excavate with these little paws, dig that out, I'd sure do it. You should save me a lot of work, Mr. Griff. Yeah? So that's what I'm doing. Teaching you about shrink and swell in belly pans, right, Griff? Can you growl? No, growl. No, growl. Hey. No. Yeah, good boy. I think you saw a kitty out there. Did you see Kitty? Yeah. So I filled the bucket, only carrying 3 of them. So my guesstimation on how much quantity I have to move here is a wee bit off. We're gonna lose money on this job, Griff. I didn't put enough money in for swell. You know, years ago I did a subdivision up and we made all the cuts and then called them and said, hey, there's no more cut. So they come up and did it, resurveyed it again. We cut it again, still not enough material. Took them 3 times. So I wanted to get paid for the extra yardage. And the customer thought I was full of hogwash. So we had a big meeting with the engineers. And they rolled out their big old drawing of the profiles and they shot it. And Matt was still going to college, learning surveying and stuff, and he already knew plenty. But when we went in, I just said, Matt, don't say anything till you see an opportunity. So we we go in and they got all this laid out and they did their presentation. I just looked at Matt, and Matt shut him down with just a few questions. He said, "Did you take a proctor?" Now a proctor is, you go take some soil and you take it back to the lab and you compact it. You put the optimum moisture in it and compact it and weigh it, and that gives you the amount of weight to get a certain compaction. Then they dry it out and weigh it, so you got wet weight, dry weight, and that'll tell you how much shrink you have. So they said, yeah, we took a proctor. And Matt said, did you take it before the job or after? And the guy hung his head and he goes, after. And Matt just, they knew they'd been had, and we just kind of sat there and giggled. And the customer, he's like, what just happened? And we looked at him and said, well, kind of explained what I just explained to you, and said they messed up. So it was all on them. So they paid us for the extra yards, but you'd have thought it was just going to kill them to do that. And they were multimillionaires. That's the thing about people with lots of money. They're the cheapest sons of bitches on the face of the planet. 7 buckets to clean that out. 7. Time to go get the steam cleaner now. Drag that out here and go to town with the steam cleaner. I'm gonna get filthy. Oh, word to the wise here. If you got a pan heater on a machine, don't steam clean those. Don't even get near them, or they will go bzzz and they're done. Alrighty. So I steamed it clean. Not clean there anymore. So the oil just keeps coming and coming out of that cooler. I separated one fitting, stuffed some paper towels in there, but it's, so I haven't drained the cooler. It still has antifreeze in it, so I haven't seen anything green, or I mean blue, because that's the color antifreeze I got. But it's awful runny for diesel engine oil. Awful runny. Anyway, I don't know that that's what's causing the problem, the cooler, but I replaced that damn thing. I'll bet it's been, good Lord, almost 30 years ago. So it's probably due, is all I can figure. Alrighty, I got a bunch of the bolts out of the cooler here. I got the oil lines off. Thank goodness this doesn't have the canister style base on it, because last time I did this, the base was still on there. And I remember using a lot of very, very bad words. This time it's not going as bad. Probably should put my coveralls on. What do you think? Coveralls. I need coveralls. Because it's a mess. Oil all over. All kinds of fun. I hate this. Did I tell you I hate this? Because I really hate this. I really, really, really do. Alright, Jeff effing wins. So, look at that shit coming out of it. That's not the blue antifreeze I use. The only thing I can figure is that's got some oil in it. I don't know. What the hell is that? I do not know. So I'm gonna, right now, I'm gonna say I need an oil cooler, because that don't look like my blue antifreeze. It just doesn't. Okay, Mrs. Jpaydirt went to go to Matt's daughter's soccer game. And I'm beat. My ass is dragging, huh, Mr. Griff? How's yours? I feel like Warren's repair lately. I don't know how that guy does that. I'll be 63 in November, and I hate crawling around and under that stuff now. It's just, I don't know, painful. It's hell to get old. Ain't it, Griff? You're catching me, huh? Aren't you? So, I guess I'll go ahead and make a video, show you what I did today, what I didn't do. So, I've got the cooler here, and it's full of solvent, and I got the oil inlet and outlet plugged. And I don't see it running out, but it took all winter to put 5 gallons in the pan. Now, if you took that thing and put it in the freezer, it might leak like a sieve. I don't know. Like I said, that's 30-year-old cooler. So what's your bet that that's the problem? I'm gonna get a new one. I'm gonna put it in there. I ain't buying it from my cat dealer. No way in hell. Because they'll hammer me. They're charging me 17% more than Tractor and Equipment and Billings. Cat dealer up there, Montana. So I'm not buying it from them. Plus, if I bought it even from a cat dealer, it's going to be an aftermarket POS. So I might as well go find my own aftermarket POS and hope and pray that it works. So roll up the windows and I'm going in the house. Now, also too, summer's over. It's gonna get down to 39 degrees tonight. That should cool that off and possibly make it leak. I hope it does. I hope in the morning I come out, all the solvents run out of it. It's quite obvious it's no good. I'm gonna replace it anyway. Put it back together, put the antifreeze in it, and then hope that's it.